All right, my sports to the bone family. Yeah. We are back. Welcome, one and all. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope your day is going great. All right, my viewers. So we're gonna be taking a look at the interview that was done by West Indies T20 Vice Captain Rovman Powell at the end of yesterday's game. Now we spoke about some important things, a couple of things that we have addressed here on Sports to the Bone before, and it just goes to show that it's good when they are able to identify certain things and work towards it. Now, one of the main things that Rovman Powell spoke about is the fact that there wasn't the added pressure when he went into bat because the platform was already set. There was a nice platform already laid by Captain Nicholas Pooran and Brandon King, and that is something that we have always addressed here, that when in a 20 over game, when somebody is going to come in at number 5, 6, they should not be coming in and be looking to build the innings or to start the innings. This is where they should be looking to bat out the rest of the innings or to get a quick fire 30-40 and basically propel the score. And that is exactly what Rovman Powell was able to do yesterday, because Pooran and Brandon King were able to set things up nicely. So according to him, when he came in, the idea was to just try and see if he could bat out all the overs, bat out the remaining overs and get as much as possible. And that is what he did, as we saw there, getting 60, I think it was about 61, and was able to remain out there. He spoke about the team in general and the performance. He gave a lot of credit to the bowlers, saying that even though we had the score on the board and the scoreboard pressure would have been, would be against Bangladesh, our bowlers still went out there and they bowled well. We took wickets at regular intervals, and we did well. According to him, they were aiming to get probably 3-4 wickets per power play. He's saying that the stats is showing that if you get 2-3 wickets per power for the power play, then you are in business. And I think we're able to do that with I think it was Obed McCoy that picked up 2 wickets from his first 2 deliveries, and then Odin Smith was also able to pick up a wicket in the power play. So we got those 3 wickets out of the way, which basically set us up nicely. You understand? So it's really good. It's really refreshing to sit and listen to Rovman Powell breaking down an innings, breaking down a game in general, because he has really grown since he first came on the scene. Remember when he was captain in the West Indies T20 team, you could see the immaturity and things like that as relates to talking about the plans and the game in itself, but you can see the growth. And that is what we are always looking for, players coming in and growing. You understand? He also spoke about how he is now adapting his game, how he's batting. It's always about going out there trying to get 5 to 6 delivery to get an eye in, to look at the gate, to look at how the ball is playing, and from there to basically make sure that he's able to catch up in the end. And one of the best things is we see where he has actually improved his ability to play spin, and that has definitely given him the more leverage, because usually he would be accumulating a lot of dot balls, and then once they accumulate maybe 4, 5, 6 dot ball, then we notice he will probably make a wide swing or something and get out. But these days he's able to rotate the strike, tick off the spinner. We saw how he got Shakib Al Hasan unsettled yesterday and really took him to the cleaners. So he's growing, and he himself spoke about the growth in his game, saying that he's looking to develop all the time, mentally and technically. According to him, he's not even looking at himself as a power hitter anymore. He's no longer considering himself a power hitter, but a batsman with power. You understand? A batsman with power. So that goes to show that he's looking to build innings whenever possible, and when the ball is there to be put away, he will be putting it away. And it seems to me as if he's embracing the challenge, and he's asking the other newcomers to embrace the challenge. He made reference to the guard being changing over, the likes of Pollard, Gale, Bravo, and those guys basically leaving the scene, and handing it over to them. They are the ones now that need to make sure that they take up the mantle, so to speak, and basically push as hard as possible for us. So, all of the other youngsters that are in and around the team, whether they are young by age or they are young in the sense that they are new to the team, they just need to make sure that everybody buy into this plan, whatever the plan is, how they are planning to move as a team, because you need an identity. First time when we just came on the scene with where T20 cricket is concerned, we were known as the power hitting team with good world-class cricketers. Now we don't readily have any high caliber superstar, in the sense that, as I said the name, people say, oh, we definitely have to plan for this one. We have to plan for this one. You understand? We are not, we haven't managed to get, couple of players back to that status. We spoke about the Gale and the Bravo and the Pollard. Those players immediately, their names would put fear in opponents in their heydays. So that is what we want to see from the likes of Nicholas Pooran, Rovman Powell, Obed McCoy, and Brandon King. All of the guys that are currently in the setup. That is what we want to see from them. Getting so consistent, getting so good that all of the top teams are looking forward to playing us and saying, well, we definitely have to plan carefully for these guys. So it's really important. It's really important that the youngsters that are in there now see what is expected of them. And as Vice Captain Rovman Powell said, the platform that was set, and it was pretty, well, not easy, but it was too much wasn't required of him as relates to come and making sure that he is the one laying the platform. As I said before, you cannot have a man batting at number 5, 6 and coming in and laying the platform. That is for the guys at the top there, and we had that nice partnership between Pooran and Brandon King that basically set us on the way. So as I said, it's really refreshing hearing Rovman Powell speaking about the game. He has definitely matured, not only in his play but also in his speech and how he's analyzing the game. You understand? As I said, we would have all heard him when he was captain in the team, some of the times when he came out to speak after the game. But now we can definitely hear that he's embracing the responsibility. He's embracing being a senior player in the team and his new role as a vice captain. So he's definitely going to be looking to work with Pooran. And as I said, we just need to make sure that we create an identity. We don't want every series we are here looking and wondering, who are we going to pick? Who are the players that we're going to this, going to that? We want a core of players that you say, okay, these guys, these are the first 6, 7 players that we know we are always going to be using, and then the others can fight for spot. That is how we want it to be. And when I say these are the first 6, 7, 1 players to stand out that far, that they are far superior to some of the other youngsters coming through. You don't want the youngsters coming through and being on par with the current established players. You understand? So we're definitely looking forward to the second T20 game. I am hoping that all of these things that Rovman Powell spoke about in this interview, we will see those things being implemented in the game as it relates to the top guys, getting a start and making sure that the guys in the middle can continue on and can try to power us over the line. Where the bowling is concerned, as I said, he spoke about hitting the right line and length, hitting the right areas. And that is something that we definitely want to see continue going into this T20 game, into the ODI series, and into the foreseeable future. So, yeah, that is it, my viewers and subscribers. If you want to hear the interview in its entirety, it's there on the Cricket West Indies website. You can go and check it out. All right, my peeps. Bless.